What is good, YouTube? It's your boy's back in the video. So today's video, I'm basically breaking down my top favorite games. No particular console, no particular order, but I'm just breaking off my top 10 favorite games of all time, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys below in the comments what you think is the best games of all time and what's your favorite NBA games, not even NBA games, favorite games of all time. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my last video, and also let's have a word from today's sponsor. So basically, W is a company kind of like G Fuel. It's basically like coffee, just without all the bad stuff that adds the drowsiness and stuff like that. I really like W. I use it every day when I'm editing, recording, or I'm going for a walk. Even if I just want to drink, it can be a little addictive, and they have multiple flavors from peach to beach. If you guys love it, want to give it a try, use code GAMERREACH for 10% off your order. And let's get back to the video. So we're starting off the list with my favorite game of all time, which is NFL Street Volume 2. Not Volume 3 or Volume 1. I feel like Volume 2 is like the perfect football game. Not just football game, but perfect game when it comes to sports in general. Just because it had everything from game modes to story mode to effortless creation. It's really good in my opinion. It's top 5, probably like the number 4 PS2 game of all time in my opinion. Might be saying I'm glazing, but I feel like there's not a lot of PS2 games that can really mess with NFL Streets Volume 2. It was goated, also by adding in an exhibit as well, kind of gave it the aesthetic of a movie, which is really tough. Also like the Run the World. The game modes that I had was Krusty Carrier, Jump, Moss Up, and those are actually really good compliments for a game that was already great just off of it. Also like the fact that you can play with your favorite players and get to customize them, and you get to put them at different positions. Like we want to have Tom Brady as your quarterback, but have him as a corner. See what I'm saying? So it's like this is really different. It was really great, really perfected when it comes to what making a great sports game. So starting off the list with NFL Streets Volume 2 is one of my top favorite games of all time. Now we go to WWE SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. In my opinion, the greatest wrestling game of all time. One of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. Like, there's so much you can do with this game. From hopping on helicopters to jumping on motorcycles to throwing people off cages, through the cages. This is really, in my opinion, the best wrestling game of all time. Let's first start off with the roster. I think the roster had over 100 or something characters, which is really good for my old school. I think this is one of the only games that had Chris Benoit on here, playable, which is really good. This game has some of the over-the-top moments, from crazy finishers to, for example, look at this finisher. The only game where you can hit your teammate while he's still standing, but also the only game you could do all 3 finishers at once. Like, come on. This is literally the perfect game when it comes to over the wall fanatics. Like, you cannot explain, or you cannot better put a game that's built for fun, but also built for competitiveness. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, Here Comes the Pain. Well, Raw, Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain was the best game in my opinion in this series. A lot of people may say it's WWE 2K25, but my opinion, I still think Here Comes the Pain was the closest thing to perfection when it came to a wrestling game. So I have to put this number 2 of my favorite games of all time. Man, talking about this is crazy. It brings me back to the good old times when you just load up and just play. My favorite character on here was for sure Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Those are the best characters on here for sure. Can't beat them. Now we go to GTA San Andreas. Now GTA San Andreas, in my opinion, somebody might say the best PS2 game of all time. In my opinion, the best PS2 game of all time is still NFL Streets 2. But this game is really a masterpiece for San Andreas. And speaking of that, perfect timing. Did you guys check out the new GTA 6 trailer? Man, that was a masterpiece. From bubble physics and a beer to everything. Like, I cannot wait for May 26, 2026. But yeah, GTA San Andreas is by far the best of the series leading up to GTA 5. But they know they made a remaster, but I don't want to speak about a remaster version. I just want to speak about the PS2 version. The PS2 version was so goated, so great, such amazing. From the characters to everything about the game was great. So I want to say number 3 on this would have to be GTA San Andreas. I don't really need to explain more of it. you know, the game speaks for itself, from CJ, Easy to everybody on here. So it's like, you know, let's get it. And this, I think it's the only game that actually lets you play GTA basketball in it. So that's really dope. But number 3 for sure to be GTA San Andreas. Number 4 has to be Madden 2004 for sure. You know I had to put this on the list. Madden 2004 is such a goated game. Yes, it had the OP Michael Vick, you know, and an OP Ray Lewis when it comes to hitting. But man, this was a beautiful game. And during that time, had everything. Like Blitz, in my opinion, has nothing on this game. And a lot of you fans probably chose Blitz over this game, but no. Madden 2004 had it all. From the wacky physics to over-the-top celebrations to the glitchy moves to the rosters to everything about this game. This game was so beautiful, well put together, excellent game, especially for a PS2 game. Like, come on. And this the perfect Michael Vick has ever been. If you're a big Michael Vick fan, you'll know how goated this man was and how tough he was in general. Like, man, this was a beautiful game. This thing about it brings back so much joy. So yeah, number 4 on my list for PS2 games for sure has to be Madden 2004, hands down. Now number 5 on my list for sure is Need for Speed. That's a Need for Speed. Tony Hawk Underground. Like, if you guys played this game, you understand how beautiful this game was for a PS2 game. Like, and I know they brought a remaster for Tony Hawk 1+2, and then I just bringing back a remaster for 3+4. But Tony Hawk Underground, in my opinion, was the best of the best when it came out of those ones. And you know, there's nothing you can really beat. It's a Tony Hawk game. And, you know, at the time, Tony Hawk was literally like on a 2016 Steph Curry type run, 2018 LeBron type run, when he was coming to dropping off these pro skater games. But Underground just gave so much. The overall movement of it is just more so like what Tony Hawk Pro Skater actually wanted to be all together. Like, this is really good. This is really straight. And it gave us like off the wall type things. Like, I first thought it was glitch, but yes, it's part of the game. You create your own character, very detailed, but you also skate outside of the skate parts that they gave you. Like, you see on houses, buildings, and stuff like that. Which is really good for a PS2 game, because you never know what comes with PS2 games just because they're console. But this is really good. And it gave you a story mode that really revolves around you. It actually had cutscenes, and it actually had like an enemy. It was just like the thugs, it was like Muscus and all the other people. Like, it was just so much with this game that made this game GOATed. GOATED. Like, this is really great GOATed game. So this is how to be number 5 on my list for PS2 games for sure. It's Tony Hawk Underground. Let me know what you guys think. If you rock with the list so far, let me know if I missed any PS2 games that should have been on the list so far. I just feel like this is really goated. Really goated. Number 6 on my list has to go to Gran Turismo 4. I played this when I was younger with my dad. And this is one of the most goated games of all time. Like, Gran Turismo series in general was goated. I feel like Gran Turismo 4 really showcased how far a game can be for a PS2 console. So the graphics, gameplay, and detail with the amount of aspects and customization this game added is crazy. But Gran Turismo 4 is 6 on my list for sure. It's really great, really improved from, you know, another car game on my list that I'll talk about in a couple minutes. But Gran Turismo 4 is really good. I really liked it. I really respect the way they put everything into this game. This is the closest thing you'll get to an actual realistic sports game, racing game, which is really good. Something I really like and I really respect, because you never know what you get with this type of game. And that's crazy, because you can get the aspects of it can be a lot better than other games. So I'll go on my list, Gran Turismo 4 at 6. Now at 7, I'll have to give it to Midnight Club Street Racing. In terms of like all-time PS2 games, in my opinion, this is my opinion, so don't be trying to kill me in the comment, but you know, I feel like 7 is a really good spot for Need for Speed, well, Midnight Club Street Racing. It's really good, very well detailed. Plus, it was really fun. I feel like during this time it was like GOAT competitiveness, like you and your friends racing each other, and like rides, stuff like that. You don't get the nostalgia now, because you know we got real older now. But during this time, this was like goated graphics, goated gameplay for a racing car game. This is really good. It's something that you can really expect more for a game that can really keep the game up and just understand more about it. But Midnight Club Street Racing for sure it has to be your top 10. Anybody's top 10 when it comes to PS2 games, Midnight Club Street Racing has to be up there. Probably be a little bit farther than 7, but in my opinion, the list is 7 for sure. Like, this is one of the goated racing games, but one of the goated PS2 games as well. So Midnight Club at 7. Let's get it. At number 8 will have to be Kingdom Hearts 2 for PS2. My opinion, one of the my opinion, one of the best open world games in my opinion was Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, for PS2 game, man, this jump was really beautiful, really splendid, really put together, and very well oriented when it comes to overall gameplay, unlockables, interactions, and stuff that makes the game really great. This gave us a lot that other games kind of took aspects of. Like, if you ever played Batman, the new ones, stuff like that, a lot of games took from this game. So I like to say this game kind of a trendsetter. But at number 8, it had to be Kingdom Hearts 2 for PS2. Beautiful. Let's just say beautiful. If I had to get one word for this game, I had to say immaculate. Because this is a work of art. For a game that came out on PS2, this is a work of art. And you know, Lloyd, everybody loves Lloyd. Everybody loves him. He has a little sidekicks and stuff like Goofy, Pocahontas, and stuff like that. It was really good. And you know, you just can never get, like, it's a Disney game, so you can never get tired of playing Disney games. I don't know about you, but me, I can never get tired of playing Disney games, man. Like, I love Disney games, for sure. There's nothing you can compare or beat with this game. Hands down, this game is immaculate. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 for PS2 at number 8. Let's get it. Number 9 has to be, well, I know I said it's your but it's not really ordered, but it's just small order. But number 9 has to be Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, I was kind of making this stuck between 7 and 8, but I feel like Midnight Club is better than this, and Gran Turismo was also better than this. But it depends though. If you play scary games, then this is for you. But I'm a big fan of scary games, but not that big of a fan of scary games. I'd rather watch a scary movie over scary games. But Resident Evil 4 for sure is goated. Best game. That's why they gave it a remake. That's why they had to give it a remake. This is one of the most best games of all time. Not just because it's a PS2 game, but it was goated. Story mode wise, gameplay wise, interaction wise, like plot wise, this game was beautiful, and it gets more of it. Like, a lot of the Gran Turismos, a lot of the Resident Evils now need to take back from this game. Like, if you want to make a perfect scary game, this is by far the best. It had everything from jump scares, over the top, hard difficulties, all type of stuff. If you're looking for a game that's really perfect in terms of scary games and overall story mode gameplay, Resident Evil 4 has it. And that's why it's on my list. Now, to end my list off, I know a lot of you guys probably gonna hate me. I'm like, wow, you're crazy. I feel like Virtua Fighter 4 was a really great PS2 game. It's top 10 for sure in my opinion. He's really good in terms of, I think this is the only fighting game on the list, really. Like, a lot of you guys can say Taken and all the other stuff, but I didn't feel like Taken didn't really get good to like the PhD versions and stuff like that. But I feel like Virtua Fighter 4 has always been great. I just feel like Virtua Fighter has always been great in general. But I feel like on the PS2 version, it was really good. That's why they had to make a remaster of this game for sure. It is really good. From the story mode, once again, to the boards, everything about this game was really perfect. And there's nothing you could really understand, like, it and be great like this game. It's just a lot. and this game is really perfected to the best of the ability of a PS2 game. Like, really taking a fighting game and pushing it to the max is what Virtua Fighter 4 most definitely did. And that's why I want to end the list off with this game. Just because this game was so great, so fluent, so smooth. Everything about this game was just perfect. For a fighting game on a PS2, it has it. And that's why I want to end the list off with Virtua Fighter 4. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't like, comment, subscribe. Also checking my last video. Sorry that I've been posting. Busy, but I'm just no excuses. I'm gonna try my hardest to get out content no matter what. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. And, you know, keep living, keep going after your dreams, and keep grinding. Later. Reese out. Let's get it.